Hi, students. Today we are going to start planning our narrative. So, throughout all of last week and all of this week, we have been thinking about special memories in our lives and writing some details about them. And that's when we did the small moment activities and also writing about the people, places, and objects that matter to us in our writing notebooks. All of these things has helped us brainstorm different topics that our narratives could be. And today we are going to choose a topic. So you should have 2 small moment seesaw assignments that you have completed this week. For me, I completed one about going to the movies with John, and then I completed one about the day that I ran the Bix. So you have created 2 as well. And today you get to choose one of those that you want to take all the way through the narrative writing process. Again, a narrative is a true story about your life, okay? A true story about a little moment, a special thing that happened to you, okay? So you are going to look at both of your small moment donuts that you have created, and I want you to pick one. You can pick your favorite one, the one that you want to write about, okay? I chose going to the movies with John because I have a lot I can say about it, and I really think I can make a really great narrative by using this memory, okay? So today we're going to do some planning and some pre-writing. So we are going to plan what we want to write about first, next, and last. In a narrative, we have what's called an introduction, which is telling the reader what you're going to be writing about and having some kind of greeting, okay? And then we have 3 different things that we talk about, okay? So I have a first, next, and last. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. On Seesaw, there will be an activity that looks something like this, okay? So you'll have to fill in your topic here. Oops, sorry. You'll have to fill in your topic just like I did here, going to the movies with John. Then you'll have to tell me what you're going to write about in your first part of your paper, the next part of your paper, and the third part of your paper. Okay, that would be the last. And your small moment brainstorming activity is going to help you with this. So, for example, the first thing that I did when we went to the movies that night, I'm looking at my small moments here, my details, and I noticed that before we went to the movie, we went to Texas Roadhouse. So I'm actually going to just write that down in this box here, in the first box. Okay, so I'm going to say, we began the night eating dinner at Texas Roadhouse. And another really important detail that I want to say that was happening during this time is that it was pouring down rain. And I also have that in my small moment donut as well, right here. It was pouring rain and I got soaking wet. So I'm going to say, and it was pouring rain. The reason that I'm doing this, saying what I'm going to write about first, next, and last, is because it's going to make my process easier when I actually go to write the narrative, okay? All right, next. Now I have to think about like what happened in the middle of my night. All right, so after we got done eating, and then it was pouring rain. We walked into the movie theater. I was soaking wet, and we got our tickets. The line was really long, but then we got some popcorn and some Sour Patch Kids, and it was really exciting. So I'm just going to look at my small moments here and my details. And let's see. I'm going to talk about next, I think, in my planning paper. I'm going to talk about next, we got to the theater. And the line was so long. We got some snacks, and I'll tell the snacks when I'm actually writing my narrative. I'll actually say popcorn, Sour Patch Kids, and bottled water. But for this right now, since I didn't really make these boxes big enough, I'm just going to say snacks. We got some snacks and started to watch the movie. Perfect. And then the last thing, so this is kind of like what you're going to write about lastly in this story about your special memory. So I'm looking at this, and let's see. I kind of talked about most of these things so far. Maybe I could talk about like how I felt at the end. So I said here I started off excited and happy, but then I got upset when I got rained on. Maybe I could just say like last how I felt about the movie. Did I like the movie? And how I was feeling. So I can say the movie ended. I enjoyed the movie a lot. I felt so happy I got to see it. And that would kind of be the ending thing that I would write about. When we write our narratives, we're not just going to write these 3 things and then be done with it, okay? You're going to just use these as your ideas to go in even more detail. And I will show you how to do that when that time comes. But for today, I want you to just pick a topic. So you have your 2 small moments donuts on Seesaw, and you're going to pick one of them that you want to write about for the narrative topic, okay? So you pick your favorite one. I chose going to the movies. And then on your Seesaw activity, you are going to fill in the topic. Okay, so here I put in the topic, going to the movies with John. Maybe yours is going to the pool with mom or going hiking with grandma. I don't know, whatever your topic is, you can put that here. And then first, like the first thing that you did that day, for that memory, the first thing you did, the next thing you did, it was going to go on this middle box. It's like the middle thing that you did that in that special memory. And then the last thing you did will go in the last box. Okay? And you're going to use your donut, your small moment donut, to help you, because all of these details that we wrote down this week, those can all be things that you can put in those first, next, and last boxes. So it all kind of goes together when we are doing our writing. It's a very long process. We don't just write and we're not just done with it in one day. It takes a while, but when we are all done with our narratives, it's going to feel so good, and it's going to be some really awesome pieces of writing. So today, this is what you're going to do. Now, take your time on this. Please do not rush. If you would rather do it on a piece of paper, you can, and then you can just type it into Seesaw so I can see it, okay? The reason I want you to type it into Seesaw is because I can read it better than when you take a picture. So if it helps you to do this, to write it down on a piece of paper first, and then go to Seesaw and do it, then that is completely fine, okay? I like to do things on paper first too, but if you just want to start writing on or typing on Seesaw and not even do it on any paper, that is also fine. So you get to kind of choose which one you're going to do, okay? But if you do it on paper, you also need to type it in on Seesaw, okay? So you cannot just take a picture and upload it because I won't be able to read it very well, okay? So I hope you guys have fun. And remember that this is writing about you, okay? This should be exciting because you get to write about a story in your life. And then when we're all finished with all of our narratives, we're going to be sharing them during our morning meeting times, okay? So I will see you guys next time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.